Hello, my name is Eric Weber. I'm a certified Ubiquiti instructor. I teach for Wi-Fi U. Me and some of the other instructors travel around the United States and Canada teaching and certifying in Ubiquiti. And today I wanted to go over a setup that we created for a small townhouse in Virginia. And we use a controller and a little 60-watt switch, but the focus that I wanted to go on today is that we use the Flex HD and the Beacon HD, and we created a mesh network using those two devices, and just wanted to show you what that looked like in the controller. So let's take a look at it. I've logged in remotely to this controller. So first thing for a network is that we're going to need a controller. Now for this system, we got the CloudKey Gen 2. So this guy here, the CloudKey Gen 2 Plus actually. So got this because it's got its own hard drive and it can record video for us. So I wanted to have some video cameras to use there at the condo in Lynchburg. So we start off with the CloudKey Gen 2 Plus. And I like it because you can really see what's going on in your network, right? So, and we can set it up to give us information, all the information that we want. So for example, when you log in, you'll see this screen. If you wanted to see the video that is on there, you can just go to the cloud, log in for them, and you could see here, we can launch this. This is up in Lynchburg, Virginia, and connect to the DVR. You can see I only have one camera there, but you could just easily get to it and see that living room. I intend to put more cameras in there, but as a start, we're just using this one. So we've got that nice view. This tells me about my wireless network. You can see here that I just have one switch. I don't have a gateway there, and I have 2 access points, and there isn't anybody there right now, but there's 3 clients that are connected to the Wi-Fi. Okay, so just a quick glimpse in to see what's going on with the network. I have this nice mapping tool that can show me where everything is. So just to get cleared up, this is a US 8-port 60 watt, so it has 4 ports of PoE. It's got a camera set up directly in one of those ports. It has the modem connected into one of those ports, so that's what's going out. Shentel is the provider there. There's my controller, and there's a UniFi Flex in the living room. We're going to look at that in just a minute. You can see that it's connected. It's got iHome, which is an Apple audio device, Amazon Fire Stick, and then in the other room it's got a mesh connection to this beacon, and the beacon has a connection to the printer. So that's what it looks like. If I wanted to have an eye on where it was, I can use this mapping tool. So this shows me the townhouse where the equipment is. It's up on a lake there in Virginia. It's very nice. So let's take a look at the devices that I chose to use. As I said, the 8-port 60 watt. But what I really wanted to focus on is these 2 devices, the Flex in the living room and then the Beacon that's in the office. So just to see those devices, let's go back and look at those products. So here's the main device that I'm using in the condo. It's this UniFi Flex HD. So what is HD? Well, you can see they've got the UniFi Flex HD, the UniFi AP HD, the AP SHD, and then they've also got a let's see, they've got the HD in wall. So they use that HD and the Beacon HD. So what you get when you use the HD from Ubiquiti is that you get, the main thing you get is this 4x4. The access point is 4x4. So it has 4 antenna, well, we'll call them spatial streams, but 4 different sequences of antennas that are built into it. So when you're calculating the amount of throughput that you can get on that, you get a significant amount more because at the access point, if the access point has data cache that it wants to send to a another device, it can use those 4 channels to send that information, provided that the other end has 4 antennas too. But if it does, then it can do a 4x4. Now, one of the reasons I'm using it here is that I have that beacon, and it's a mesh device, but it has 4x4 also, so it should give us good throughput in between the 2 devices using that 4x4. It's a 5 gigahertz. In 5 gigahertz, it has the 4x4 and multi-user MIMO capabilities. Don't get too hung up on multi-user MIMO. Not really using that capability in Wi-Fi yet. It's coming. Wave 2 technology. So what does Wave 2 give us? Let's see. We get multi-user MIMO. We get 160 megahertz wide channels, which we're probably not going to use. But so stay with this: 2.4 gigahertz and a 5 gigahertz 5 gigahertz radio with 1733 gigabits per second of throughput. I like it. It says, yeah, powered by PoE, indoor and outdoor use. I haven't seen them used outdoor, although I've heard some people use them. They've got a mount for it, so that could work. And it does have a very nice design. Okay, so I have that one hooked up in the living room, and then it's talking to this guy, the AP beacon right here. So again, this one is 802.11 AC Wave 2 Wi-Fi mesh point. In 2.4, it's 300 megabits per second. So that printer can only talk on 2.4. So I got to have something there. So old reliable 2.4. And then 5 gigahertz at 1733 megabits per second. So, and it meshes back to the other device. So if you look at it, there isn't anything else. There aren't any cables to it, right? So if you look at it, let's see here. Yeah, it's pretty. There you go. So you see that it just connects over the top of an outlet. There you go. So that's kind of peering through it. It connects over the top of an outlet, and it'll just connect directly to that to your network, provided that your network has a controller and the controller is set up to use the connectivity monitor. It just connects really quickly. So those are the 2 devices that I wanted to show you, and let's look at them on my in my controller. So here you see the beacon office and the Flex in the living room. So if we look at the Flex in the living room on this, you'll see that it shows, here's my Flex living room Wi-Fi experience, gives you an overview. If you come down to the bottom, you'll see you've got uplink, which it won't have an uplink, right? It's uplinking as a cable. That's why it says it's wired. Downlinks, however, if we look at downlinks, you can see that we're connected to the beacon office, and so that's about all you'll see there is just that it's connected to the beacon office. So it shows that access point there. Not a lot of stats to see on it because we don't really have a lot going on, and it's the parent. But if you look at the child or the meshed device, you can see here that our uplink, oh, sorry, did the wrong one, beacon. I clicked in the wrong place. Okay, you can see that there's the overview, and then the uplink it shows is wireless, and you can see that its transmit rate right this second, 432 megabits per second. There we go, 324 and 135 in transmit and receive cycles. So pretty good for a meshed device that's in another room. So it can give us good signal strength. So that's it. Those 2 devices get it done for a small townhouse. And again, I like being able to have those 2 devices and mesh it. I didn't have to run any wires other than just the wire on top of the desk in the living room. So that's it for this edition. Thank you.